Can y'all be nice? Can y'all be nice? Mayo, what's good? What's goody? Tell Riley to come on. Tell Riley to come out here. I just got back from Walmart. I'm stuffing my face right this moment. I was trying to wait for Riley to talk about our trip to Baltimore. Because we went to Baltimore. We had so much fun. And I'm waiting for Riley to come out so she can help tell the stories. Because, you know. What? You got braces? What color are they? What color are your braces? Does your jaw hurt? Black? That's cool. I've never seen black braces before. Does your your face and your jaw and your cheeks hurt and your gums hurt? Riley used to hate getting her braces tightened, or when they first put her braces on, she was on an applesauce cotton candy diet. You're not supposed to drink through a straw for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't hurt. Riley was in pain all the time. Every time she got him tightened. Well, you just got him, so I don't know. When you do your tightening, it may hurt. All right, Riley's taking a long time, so I'm gonna talk to you guys. So last week we went to, well, actually not last week. This past weekend we went to Baltimore. Put thumbs up. Why my thumbs up at 0? Anyway, last week we went to Baltimore weekend, and we had such a great time. We are going to post some of the footages, and I'm going to drop some pictures. We had so much fun. It took us about 5 hours. Hi, Just Carolina. Boing, 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 boing. Bing bong. So, anywho, we went to Baltimore. It took us about 5 hours to get there. We only stopped one time, and okay, and we had to stop so that some of the kids could go to the bathroom. And then our baby boy, he gets restless in the car. He hates car rides. So we stopped, and well, some of the kids that had to go to the bathroom went to the bathroom. I just let him run around this little area at the gas station that was kind of not kind of, but didn't have anything over there. But so we ran around, the gas was pumped, kids went to the bathroom, and that took maybe 30 minutes, and then we were back on our way. So in total it took 5 hours. We left at 4 in the morning. We were making great timing. So when we first got there, my parents were so pumped. We stopped by my parents first. Then we went to, I'm trying to think what we did with my parents had made breakfast for us. I'm trying to think of everything we did in chronological order. And I'm a dry person, so I was really trying my best to wait for Riley to come, because Riley just brings out, she just brings out the spunk in me. But anywho, my parents were ready with breakfast. So my father made his famous fried apples. My mom made some delicious eggs with like mushroom, pepper, onions, so good. She made some cheesy grits and some shrimp. So we had shrimp and grits. Let me think. Fried apples, shrimp and grits, eggs, and croissants. So we had a really, really hearty brunch. Then we had like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 visitors come over. And then we went to Wegmans and got some things for dinner. Went to my in-laws' house, had dinner over there, put on a huge fashion show because my in-laws got my kids a bunch of clothes. Thank you, Bully Breaker. I appreciate it. So my in-laws got the kids a bunch of clothes. So they did like a huge fashion show. It was so cute. After that, we went bowling, and I'm definitely gonna drop pictures tonight. I'm gonna drop pictures tonight. And then I'm waiting for my daughter to edit our trip. We didn't get the bowling and the trip because my daughter is the one who like takes the footage. So I just took some pictures when we were at the bowling alley. So I'm gonna upload some photos tonight, and I'm really gonna put some fire up under my daughter so that we can get like the full footage of our trip in Baltimore. We did at some point we were driving around like East Baltimore, so she was able to get like the buildings and just the scenery of what, you know, Baltimore looks like. So that's really exciting. We went bowling with friends and family. I am trash, but I still had a good time. My older brother broke his nail and he was done. But everybody had a really good time. After that, I went home, went to sleep, and boom, it was the next morning, and that was Resurrection Sunday. So we got up early, got the kids dressed, went to church. Right after church, went to my in-laws for dinner. We had family to drive from Virginia and, you know, things, and we spent some time with them. We turned up. Shout out to Aunt Lisa. Really had a good time with her. Shout out to Mo, Uncle Jay, all that good stuff. My mom, Pop-Up Jay, all y'all. Of course, my grandma. So we had a really, really great time. After that, we went to go, what did we do after that? And the kids played outside and stuff and everything. And then after that, we went to Danny's house. We saw Danny and her family. She's expecting twins, so I definitely had to go see that little belly. It was so cute. And we had fun there. Then after going to Danny's house, I called my grandma on the phone. So I didn't tell a lot of people that I was coming out there. I hadn't been home in 6 years. So because of that, I was like, I don't want to tell everybody that I'm coming because I fear that I'm not going to be able to see everybody and I don't want to disappoint anyone. So I didn't tell a lot of people that I was coming, including my grandma, because I didn't know exactly what day I was going to be able to see her. And my grandma would be blowing my phone up like, when are you coming? So when I left my friend Danny's house, I was coming up the street to my grandma, and I don't know why I keep saying grandma because that's my granny. That's my granny. But I was coming up the street to Granny's house, and I had FaceTimed her. So I'm like, hey, Granny, what you doing? And she like, oh, I'm over here with Uncle Will. So I'm like, okay, what y'all doing? So we're having a conversation, and finally I'm like, oh, okay, look out the window. And they're like, look out the window? Why are we looking out the window? You don't live in this state. And I'm like, just look out the window. So my uncle went outside, and we were still pulling up the street. So he's on FaceTime like, I don't see you. And I'm like, stay right there. So we pull up, and we pull into the driveway. He's like, ah! So he was so excited. He was on the phone with my aunt, and everybody was super excited. We jumped out the car. all the babies jumped out, and my grandma was very, very happy. So you guys will be able to follow along with the story when I post the photos, because I believe there's like photos to like in chronological order of my story. So I spent some time with Granny, which was amazing because that's my girl. She's one of my favorite people. We took some pictures before we hugged up on her, kissed up on her. And before we left, like I always have my granny sing me some songs. Like I always have my granny sing me a song. So before we left her house, I was like, come on, Granny, sing a song. And I recorded it. So I'll drop that because my granny, she is something else. So I'll drop that. And one thing that I'll say this at the, save that for the end. Well, no, I'll say it now because I'll probably forget. But most of the people in my family sing, but when we get together, we do not sing. And that's something that like gets under my skin, because why in the world do we have a family full of singers and when we get together for family functions, we don't sing? That, anyway, because we always sing in my house, me and my kids. But after Granny's house, we went back to my parents. We cooled it, and what did we do on Sunday after I went back to my parents' house? I think we was just chilling. I don't know if we went out again after that. I don't think we went out again after that. I think we were just really chilling, if I remember correctly. And then on Monday, Riley had 2 dates. She went out with my dad, and then she went out with her goddad. Shout out to Pastor David. She went to get coffee. She went to First Watch. We love First Watch, with my dad in the morning. And then later on in the evening, she went to Red Robin with her godfather. And then they went out to get some Rita's. And then he took her around town and just really enjoyed her. And that was great. I'm sorry I'm so boring, y'all. I blame Riley because Riley should have been here. And then after that, I'm not reading comments either. I'm sorry, y'all gonna listen to this boring story. And then after that, like my parents took all of the kids except for my baby boy to Columbia Mall to ride on the merry-go-round and get some ice cream. So they were gone for like 2.5, 3 hours. And then they played in the little playground that's in Columbia Mall. So while they were gone, I was making some spaghetti and I know this does not go together, but that was this is what we had in the kitchen. That's what I cooked. Okay, this is what my parents had, so I cooked it. I made spaghetti and I made salmon. And let me tell you something, they both were so delicious. So I made a huge pot of spaghetti. I made like 3 or 4 planks of salmon. And I knew since that was the last day, everybody was going to just slowly but surely trickle in. And for sure, everybody did. Boop, back. I see you, Xavier. So everybody started trickling in around like 4:30. My older sister came. Then my older sister came. Then my nephews came with their mom. My brother came. Both of my brothers came. My god brother came. My godmother came. Not all of my nieces and nephews. That's not true. A lot of my nieces and nephews were there. Shout out to Mira. She made my whole year. I was able to meet my great nephew for the first time. I was this close to crying. I was so excited. My niece had me off for a while because I told her dad that she was pregnant and she did not want her dad to know. So she completely had cut me off. But yeah, I was able, I guess she loves me again. So she brought her son over and I was able to see my baby. I was so excited. I was able to see some nieces, Mina and Asan for the first time. So I was able to see a lot of the babies for the very first time in years. So I was really, really excited. Everybody's supposed to leave at 7, but guess what? It was a party because I don't think everybody left until like closer to 9:30 maybe. After that, I packed up and like crawled in the bed. I was supposed to take a shower. I didn't. I was so dirty that day. But I crawled in the bed, woke up super early, got clean, got clothed. Had to pack up the van, and we was on the road. Found a gas station that had a playground, and the kids played on the playground. Got some Chick-fil-A, came all the way back home. And on the way back, so I just started a cleaning business, and I will keep you guys updated on that as well. I'm gonna update you guys on that as well. Like, I'm really actively trying to focus on different videos and like different things that are relevant to my life, and like won't have me dancing and shucking and jiving for y'all. Like, I'm not a shucker and jiver. I'm not a shucker and jiver. So I want to like record things that are like actually a part of my life. And of course be silly sometimes. But on the way back, a magazine editor reached out to me, and because of the fact that I had so many views on my cleaning post and so many reactions, and I had cleaned for a few different people, so they went under the post and they were like just talking about how great my cleaning was and how great the experience was. So I had a magazine editor reach out to me, and I'm supposed to actually have a meeting with him on Monday to talk about being put in a local magazine for my business, and you know, the pricing and how that would be beneficial to my business. So I'm really excited about that. I have been a little bit nervous. Like, at first I was nervous to clean houses because I was like, I'm gonna be rejected. What if I get rejected, or what if I don't get any clients? But it has been going very well. I have been doing this for maybe a month now, and I get clients every single week, and I'm really excited about that. And at first I was using Thumbtack, and I started going through my pay, and I was literally getting paid almost $800 a week. And then I'm looking and I'm like, wow, Thumbtack is getting most of my money. So I finally made up in my heart to just completely cut off Thumbtack. They were being super shisty. Thumbtack is literally the worst application for small businesses. It is the worst. The fact that they beat small businesses upside the head like they do because they know they can do it, it puts a fire in me, because I don't like bullies. I don't like monopolies. I don't like when big people bully little people. And that's why I really feel like with Thumbtack, like, if you read their policies, they're like, okay, for example, I put $200 on my account for leads. They charged me $78 for one lead, but the lead was not catered to like my description of what I was looking for. So for example, the lead came from Nightdale, or it came from a town that is like 45 minutes away from where I live. I made sure that I unchecked that town. But when you leave the app, and when I left the app and I came back, that town was always checked back. And that was a little bit annoying. So my location of where I live is in my profile. And how it's set up, you can just do like a how many mile radius you want. And I think I did like a 25-mile radius. So what it does is it pretty much just goes in a circle for a 25-mile radius. And then it gives you different area codes, and you can unclick and click area codes. So to kind of help tailor it a little bit more specifically to what you want. All right, guys, my mama called. So I unclicked particular zip codes and areas, but they were still sending me leads for these zip codes and areas. So this particular lead was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. and they charged me $78 for this lead. That was further out than what I desire to, where I desire to go. Because if it costs money to make money, if it costs money to make money, I don't like that. The least amount of cost it takes for me to do my job, that's what I do. So I stay local. The most I spend money on is the cleaning supplies, but I stay local. I do a lot of marketing on free applications, and I'm telling you, when I finally gave up on Thumbtack, like I literally made up in my heart, like I'm done with it. I'm never spinning a block again. That's when I started getting clients word of mouth. That's when I started getting clients reaching out to me on Facebook as well as Nextdoor. And we're still rocking and rolling. Even when I was out in Baltimore, I was getting phone calls and I was getting some jobs booked. We came back yesterday. Today I woke up and had a job at 11 o'clock. So that's how it goes. So when I finally just decided to let go of Thumbtack, once you set up an account, someone reaches out to you. They're like an account rep, but it's only one person. I forget her name. Because I haven't spoken to her directly in a while. I've been emailing back and forth with like the dispute team. But yeah, when you first get signed up, a rep calls and pretty much persuades you to put $200 on your account. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's just really, to be completely honest, you can go on Facebook and you can go on Nextdoor and you can get clients from there without having to put all of this money and get 2 clients. Like I could have got 2 clients off of Facebook for free. So when I realized that, and what she said over the phone was like each lead was like $20-ish. And I was like, all right, like it's not terrible. Once I start getting things together, then I'll just go ahead and stop using it. But the fact of the matter is she lied. The leads were not $20-something. The leads were $78, $55. I think I got one lead for $18. And then on top of that, the leads are like far and wide. And then on top of that, they'll give you a lead that like they already sent to 2 or 3 other professionals. So technically, this is why are you charging me $78? So pretty much they're double, triple dipping. You are sending me a lead that you already sent to other people, and you're charging all of us. And then now we have to compete against each other to see who gets the job. That's not right. That's completely unethical. It's just not fair. If I'm paying $78, then the lead should be mine and mine alone. First of all, I should never be paying $78. But anyway, I'm done with Thumbtack. And but for real, don't use Thumbtack. Like I can't stand, like if Thumbtack was a person, can't stand Thumbtack. So after I completely stopped using them, they sent me an email like, oh yeah, come back, we'll give you your money back. I'm like, no, I'm not coming back. Keep that $78. I've already mourned it. I've already lost it. Like I'm moving forward because what I will never do is continue to play games with y'all. So yeah, so I've just been getting business elsewhere. And tomorrow I have gained the confidence. I've called around to quite a few different apartment complexes, and small offices don't answer the phone. But I've called around to a few different complexes, and they're like, yes, please come do a walkthrough, give us an estimate. When I was younger, I remember in college, I ate ramen every single night. See, this is why I don't read the comments. The first comment I read in a long time, and you tell me something, do I eat ramen? But do you eat ramen? But yeah, like y'all pray for me. Tell me I'm gonna do great. Tell me I'm gonna be great. Tell me I'm gonna do great. Tell me that I'm gonna get all the contracts I need. tell me that I'm gonna just prosper and be the best of the best, and be able to put on for my family. Kaya, is that Kaya? You a vibe, Kaya. Am I saying your name right? But guys, yeah, tell me that I'm gonna do great tomorrow. I need like all of the reassurance. I need all of the positivity. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Yay! See, now tomorrow I'm gonna get a contract. So yeah, my goal is to get a few contracts tomorrow and be able to go out overnight and do some cleaning, and then thank you, and then maybe like a few days a week still pick up a few homes. So yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to get a few little overnight well, honestly, all I really need is like one overnight contract, as long as it's 5 days a week. I want a 5 or 6, preferably well, who knows. What do I want? Make up your heart. Okay, Alex. Okay, so make up your heart. I want a 5-night a week contract, and then I want to clean like 3 homes during the week. At that point, my monthly income would be like so at that point, like once I get one 5-day a week contract and then I do 3 homes a week during the day, okay, my monthly income is going to be like, which I'm really excited about. So, all right, y'all, I've been on here for almost 30 minutes. It's time to go because I ain't even finished eating my pizza. Yeah, so tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys how I stock up. I may take you guys on like a trip with me to like get supplies. I stock everything in my washer and dryer room right now. That's like my washer dryer / janitor closet. So I'll show you guys how I stock up everything. I'll show you guys my little cleaning bag that I take around with me everywhere with all of my supplies and everything that I need. And maybe sometimes I'll start taking you guys on jobs, because when I first started, like simple things like cleaning glass, I went out and I purchased this expensive glass cleaner, and I was using like the fiber rags on it, and it was clean, but it was leaving like a few little scuffs here and there. And I'm like, when it comes to glass and mirrors and windows and stuff like that, I'm like crazy. I don't want scuff marks at all. So I found myself taking a whole lot of time like not wanting any marks on it. But then I watched this video on YouTube, and because I love watching people clean to just better myself, different techniques and things like that. So I was watching this lady clean, and she had water and the vinegar, the white distilled vinegar, I believe. She sprayed it on the window, and then she had the happy sponge, and she made sure she got all of the scuffs, the dirt, everything off the window. And then she pulled out a squeegee, and she just took a little rag, wiped the squeegee, took rags, wiped the squeegee, and the windows looked like I could have walked through them, okay? So I went out, got me a squeegee, got me a bottle, started spraying my windows. I went out and got me this happy smiley face sponge, started spraying my windows, using the sponge, using the squeegee. Life-changing. Like, if anybody wants to go into cleaning, you make sure those mirrors, those windows are clean. But on top of that, get those baseboards. People gonna love you. They're gonna love you. But all right, I've been on here for almost 30 minutes, so wanted to check in on y'all. Y'all know that I like randomly check in and then I'm long-winded. Sorry, y'all. Like literally, y'all don't get enough of me and then y'all get too much of me. So I'm gonna work on that. We need balance. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys with another update shortly. I will put the pictures down. Thanks for all the love. See. I will put the picture. I will drop the pictures tonight before I go to bed. And much love. Maybe the next time we'll talk, I'll talk about the dispatching that I do as well. So I will talk to y'all soon.